Right, we've just pulled up at Camp Wowsly. It's a Friday, which is good news. Pretty much came straight from work. It's 20 to 8 and we're due a storm. Supposed to be thunder and lightning, high winds, floods, yellow warning. I think this one is yellow warning. Don't know if there's a risk of life or just injury, but looking at the rain we've had the past few weeks and some of the rain, the wind as well, before anyone comments, I was down here the other day. Oh yeah, the caravan sold, for those that missed the video. When we moved camp up here, I did fell all the trees I could see, which were a bit iffy, apart from that one there on an angle, but I don't think that's going to come down because it's shorter than the rest. Anyway, when camp used to be down there, I cleared all the trees that were dead, standing, or leant over too much and damaged, and the same randomly around here. So yeah, touch wood, nothing's going to come down on me tonight, but you never know. Stuff's falling on my head already. I've got a couple of big oaks, one being there and one over there, got hair on my mouth, swings on that one, and I'm nowhere near the limbs because I can't touch these and I don't want to. So there's a limb there that might just touch the bonnet of the car if it comes down, but I'm pretty much clear of that tree unless I wander around. And I didn't put the tent or park the car under this one because honestly it looks like something fell off that recently. Yeah, it does look like something's come off it. So yeah, the tent should be quite safe tonight. Touch wood. Oh, I might burn that later. Yeah, so it's nice to have the space here. I wanted to turn it into a parking space, but I'm unsure what to do with this newfound bit of land that I've acquired. Main thing is caravan's gone. Caravan's gone, it's looking brilliant down here now. It's just nice not to have an eyesore. Caravan was just temporary until I got the tent up and running. Now the 12 by 12's up. It's set up, as you know, and you'll see in a minute, it's set up as a 12 by 6 tent with a 12 by 6 porch. It's got decking now in the porchway. One bit of decking's to stack wood off the ground, but it's under the canvas anyway. And the other bit of decking is, I don't know if you can see me. Yeah, the other bit of decking is for the shower. We have power here at Camp Wowsly, down in the middle of the woods. We have intermittent phone signal, mobile phone service, but I have a phone booster and a separate mobile broadband dongle thing, so I don't use any of them because I like the quietness. Amateur radio equipment, I've got access to a few repeaters in the area, and I think I've missed something else out there. Yeah, we got water if need be. Stream's still going. For those that you've just subscribed to me, emergency water there. Need to take it apart and give it a clean. But yeah, I've got cobwebs. Nothing's moved up here. I just like doing a security check. Yeah, so I've got water filtration there via the stream. Ceramic filters. I went head at the top. I don't get bitten by spiders. I've had a few spider bites recently, and one was like from the back of my knee to the top of my thigh, and it was quite painful to drive into my job. So plus I had one, I don't know, a couple of years ago on my leg or something, I don't know. But yeah, everything seems fine down here. It's probably going to get pretty wild and rocky tonight, but it is a bug out location. I do like bushcraft and I love the outdoors, so I'm probably going to get the fire going, get the radio out, sit in front of the fire all night, listen to the radio like I normally do. Might have a chat on the local repeater. That's a hell of a walk. And of course I'm going to do my lap The sky got pretty dark as I was on my way here, so we're due for heavy rain any minute. But I think I might do my little, I'll do my security walk and I'll come back. I'm prepped for last time, I've got firewood ready, so I'm all ready for tonight. I've got a bag of coal for barbecue and house coal for the fire. But yeah, I want to do a walk around the entire woodland and then sit up. Pretty sure there's going to be no one mad enough to camp here this weekend, but I just want to make sure. It is quite a big wasp. Can't put the light on the torch because it'll fly towards me. Wow, beautiful. He's stinging the head out of that light switched off. Can't hold the camera anymore, I'm on a funny angle. Whew. Yeah, right, let's try to find a travel lodge. Right, it's 10:30 at night. I've literally just made my first coffee. I've just done a review on the new LED USB lights. So if you want to watch that, check out my other videos. So 10:30, had an incident with a wood wasp. I'm going to sit here now, my phone out, just chill out for 20 minutes. Bit of social media, bit of coffee, bit of fire. What an eventful night with that wasp. Oh yeah, and I've been using the pump again to blow the fire because I'm lazy. Right, last bag of well, small thin logs. I left 2 of these here, 3 of these last time, or 3 and a bit. And I burnt 2 last night. So I'm going to use this one to get the fire going today and cook breakfast on. Been up a little while and I'll freshen up, shovel recce, the usual malacca. Now it's time to get the fire going with some nice pre-prepped dry wood. This was felled probably nearly a year ago. It's been drying out for a while. The past few weeks it's been either stacked next to the fire to dry out or chopped thin, quite small, and then kept in the tent off the ground to be air dried. Right, it was very windy last night. It even blew over this stack of trellisy stuff I had stood up, I moved away from the caravan. That blew over right next to the tent and I didn't hear a thing. Something just fell down and hit the car. I heard a bit of a clonk, something landed on the metal. You can see how much wind we've had by the debris that's landed on the car last night. Absolutely covered. Even the solar panel's covered too. All night, well I would say all night, all I could do was trees knocking together, but I heard them a couple of times, but pretty much I slept most of the night really well. Woke up about 9:30 and just didn't want to get out of bed. Fire's on, so I won't do a walk around just yet. I've still got my hat on. I'll wear this when I sleep, and I didn't actually pull the I normally pull this over my eyes, I did actually put it over my eyes last night. But today's duty is clean the frying pan, cook some bacon. I pulled it forward to cook on it, but it needs to be pushed back for the kettle to boil. So we're going to suss that out as well today, or just move the fire under there. Yeah, put the fire under the kettle, get some hot water on the go. Like I said, I've got to clean that. That's been there all week. And the bacon, I left it out on the spare wheel last night, keep it nice and cool. And hopefully the same today. Oh yeah, that's ice cold and wet. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up in a carry bag and put it under there in the wheel arch. Keeps it off the ground and in the shade. And air can go through there too. Oh yeah, solar panel was brilliant. Not solar panel, solar box, battery box, whatever you call it. Mobile generator, portable generator. Hardly used any power, used the fan or the pump loads on the fire. Done a review on my new lights. There they are. My new moth. So yeah, there'll be a separate video on the lights. The new ones are brilliant. I'm just going to keep my old ones as spare now. That's just obsolete. It's going to be a spare. Oh, look, another bug. Anyone know what these things are? They are everywhere. They come in green, black, various colours. They seem to fly as well. Landed on me last night. Now he's up there. Right, let's get my bacon before the fire goes out. Wes pops paddles and hammocks. If you're watching, Wes, I've still got it. I've got the other one at home. I had two of these. The bigger one's at home, the little one stays down here. breakfast is served. Cheesy rolls. Gotta have the cheesy rolls. Yeah, a little bit of firewood for later on. I made a coffee after my bacon sandwich. Plan was to go for a walk and drink it. Then I picked up a chainsaw, chopped some wood, sawed up some logs, which I will chop up later on, as the only prepped firewood I have at the moment is that. But for now, I'm going to go with my coffee before it's cold. A nice walk around the woodland. I'll see you in a little while when I get back. Well, somehow that's still working. I haven't used that for a long time. Yeah, eBay petrol stove. 17 quid or something, 27 quid from God knows where, years ago. But rusty, even the valves are rusty. Gave it a quick poke with the pokey thing you get with it, and I bought some more. Put some petrol in it, it works. Right, time for a break. I am absolutely sweating buckets. Absolute sweating buckets. Been flat out busy all day. Well, it's 5:20. I had no idea what time it was. And I've done everything. I've done probably 2 patrols off the entire woodland. I've walked up and down there quite a bit, and it's quite steep down to where the bridge is. And I've moved the light off the bridge and brought it up here. It's a night light, security light, so it comes on when the sun goes down, and it should dim after about 12 seconds, and if anything walks past it, it goes bright again. Could be a while. There we go, some dim. It's barely lit up. That's weird, the camera's making it look like it's not actually flashing. The camera's just picking it up as it's flashing, but it's absolutely weird. And of course when you walk past it, it goes bright again. That's really weird. So that should help up here, because I normally have a camera on a tree in the area. I move it every week. And I've got rabbits at 5 or 6 in the morning, 3 and 4 the foxes come out, the badgers come out at the night, and at night I don't get many good pictures. I've got lots of footage of rabbits when the sun's up, so hopefully illuminating, plus that will keep the bugs out. I had a few wood wasps coming last night, actually had 2, plus all the moths, so I can turn off the lights in there and hopefully they'll fly out to this one over here. So that's a bit of bug protection as well as added security. Yeah, the big pile of logs up here that Ray kindly stacked a few weeks ago. Cheers, Ray. I've had to move them because a bit out in the open up here. That one's rotten, that one's soft, you can put your finger for it. We'll keep that one. That one looks fine. That's bone dried, that must have been at the top. That weighs nothing. And I've moved them all the way down here. I've got a pile there I've done a few weeks ago. Take a shortcut go this way. So now I've got a pile here. So the long ones are about 6 foot long, and the ones that go that way, the short ones, are about 2 or 3 foot. So they're air drying and they're close to camp, because I hate having to carry anything up here or chainsaw it and lug it up here. So they're going to air dry, plus hopefully give a bit of a wind break tonight, because we're in the middle of this storm and the wind was coming in there last night and blowing the smoke around. Probably not going to be able to stop it tonight either. But I've got my wood prep for tonight. Plenty of wood for tonight. Only small logs. I like having a small fire. They burn quicker, more heat, less smoke. Been using that all afternoon. That's brilliant, it still works, rusty or not. Oh, and I fixed these. Last night I'd done a review on the new bulbs, and I said I wanted to replace these before they broke. And as I was plugging one in, the cable actually snapped. And this one was a bit worn, so I've stripped that back and redone that one. So these are now my spare. That one is up in the tent now. That one's going to go in the box with the 2 spare, plus I've got other lights in here. Phone's on charge, I've had my radio on charge, and I've run a 6 metre USB extension lead all the way up here, taped it there for fun, and the white cable runs to the new light. So that'll help illuminate the area, keep the bugs up and away from me, so I'm probably going to sit on the side. And the bugs can go up there, and that is more than enough. These lights are fantastic. Watch the review, I'll upload that at some point. So I've got all this logs for tonight, I've stacked them, I've fixed 2 lights, I've installed another light, I've had a few walks around. I don't even know what I've done. Well, it's bright. Yeah, I've had a couple of cups of coffee, but I think it's time to eat now. Now I know what time it is, it's getting on a bit. It's Saturday. Just had a phone call, apparently there's a massive power cut. Saw something on Facebook earlier. We've got this massive storm. The winds are horrific. Yeah, there's a few branches coming down around me. Nothing close at the moment. But we'll see, it might get crushed tonight. Around the woods there's some big limbs that are falling off. I think Newcastle Airport was shut down from the power. A couple hundred homes have got no power yesterday, and it's going to get worse tonight. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Camping in the woodland for 2 nights during a storm with a weather warning. I think it's risk of death, I think, this morning after the dam busting the other week. Risk of flooding that town. We've had lots of floods, heavy rain. Bit of rain last night. It rained quite heavy for about an hour. But yeah, as Pete says, mind wise man, no such thing as bad weather, it's just bad clothing. I'm fine in the tent. I've got waterproofs. Love the outdoors. Rather be here getting on with the elements than at home wishing I was here. Right, I'm going to get back to it. So I've got some tidying up to do, but I've got plenty of firewood for tonight. More firewood. The tree on the left, it's only a few inches wide. That was dead standing next to another tree down there. It sprouted off the bottom, grown up, sort of this tall. I noticed it because there's a lot of broken limbs where they've obviously been banging against the tree next to it and snapped off the rest of the branch. So I thought, well, I'll take the rest of it as it's dead, and the top of it is snapped off. Down the bottom there's just piles of scattered branches off the top of this where it's just been banging and banging and snapped off. Now this next one here, which I've cut in two, this was the one I didn't like the look of. Been moving some stuff around, so the composting toilet's over here. Just going to bring the bucket out later in case I need it. But well, I've moved half of it out, the other half's still in there. And this cluster here, there was standing dead, which is that one. It was growing up about 20 foot next to the tree. And I watch all the trees that are moving around because we've got this really high wind. And that one had no branches, no greenery, nothing. And it was just growing up with all this stuff. Now all these are knocking together. And there's probably about 4 or 5 here that are actually just knocking into each other when the wind blows. And now I'm recording, the wind stopped. And with it being so close to the tent, I thought I'd bring it down now controlled, and I brought it straight down there, then cut it in half, then removed it. But yeah, anything else that's that one's still got green on it. It's leaning over a bit. Keep an eye on that one. And the rest are fine. That's still living. They're still living. Got plenty of leaves on there, plenty of green. And I've just got to keep away from that bad oak. Which at the moment I'm nowhere near it. So that's tonight or tomorrow's job, is to chop this up into probably 2 foot sections, stack it up to let it dry, and there'll be more firewood. It's constant down here, it's absolutely constant. It's Saturday, 6 o'clock, and I'm fucked. I just sat down a minute ago to check my phone, and my legs were killing. I'll probably do more work here than I do in the week, and I work 70 hours a week. Better show this. Cotton wool and Vaseline. Only use 2 bits. Because all this stuff is bone dry. And that's warm already. It's only like the size of a small dinner plate. And these logs are going to get heated up and burn very well tonight. Oh, and I forgot the sticks at the back. Damn it, I was going to have a raised fire bed and put the sticks down at the back there and then start the fire on them. Completely forgot about that. Oh well, it's a light now. Warm. Normally I like to keep it for the light, but I've got plenty of light tonight. Next to that bad boy over there. Put it in focus. No. And this bad boy up here. Okay, time to move back. coals. Looking around to see what food I had. And the tagliatelle pasta. Getting it tonight. Quick and easy. Been on the go all day. Just want to eat, stoke the fire up, and just chill out and relax and watch the flames. And burn some wood. Won't be burning them tonight. Fire pit absolutely full of coals. Camera is just not giving it justice. So we're going to throw a load of little logs on. I've got to say, this is very, very hot to be near. I'm going to use pokey stick, as that's too hot to get anywhere near. Sorry for the one-handed crooked cameriness. Camera's always the last thing on my mind when I'm poking a fire with a stick. Right, well, I think that's gasifying. Got a thing about poking fire. You know, like when you don't need to and you shouldn't. But all the little twigs and bits of wood floating around here I've just been throwing in there, and I was worried about it all getting too compressed. No, it looks like it's a light. What happens if I put the bed pump on the bottom of this? I reckon it'll go out. And the answer is not a lot. Right, before I absolutely kill that, let's chuck a few more sticks in the top. There's normally scattered around the fire, just random little twigs. Just snap them, throw them in. It says all convincingly there's normally little twigs, but everything's damp or wet of where we've been stood on it. Oh well, it's gasifying. Let's get the kettle on. Too light stove, fail safe, nothing mechanical to go wrong, don't need to buy fuel. Brilliant. I found some HP. Going to be doing some more chainsawing today. The trees I took down yesterday, it's only small trees, but I still need the energy, so got to eat. Right, so I managed to chainsaw most of them. That's the thinner part, and the thicker part I've chainsawed up and already been chopping up. Got probably another bag there, 2 bags there, and these are dry enough because they're burning. I just thought while I was sitting there chopping logs, I thought it'd be rude not to have a fire. Now I'm hot. It's too hot to sit next to it, so I might put the kettle on there in a minute, I don't know. But yeah, gonna bag these up, and then I'll have 3 of these bags for next time down, just like last time. So I've got instant access to wood, and yeah, all sorted for next time. Just before I go, I don't want to knacker the windscreen wipers with tree sap and twigs and leaves everywhere. Get in the dustpan and brush. Bit excessive, but don't want to risk wrecking wiper blades, and I'm using the leftover water to clean the windscreen. Now we're all packed away, ready to rock and roll. Just got to close the tent up. And then skedaddle. Right, I think that's everything packed away. Leaving the chair out, the table, pokey stick for the fire. Everything else is packed away in the trailer, and anything of any importance is in the car with me. There's a spade in there, the composting toilet, which I used as a long drop this weekend. Dug a big hole, put the toilet on top of that, and then backfilled it just now as I'm shutting the tent down. So yeah, everything's fully loaded in the back of the car now. I've got the solar box, bug out bag, axes, chainsaws, everything. Car's ready to rock and roll. So I'm gonna head off, got a few things to do, and we'll catch you on the next video. Here comes the famous hand shot.